Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Birdie Goes Crafting. Today I'm going to make prepared thread. Now prepared thread is essentially wire and thread that's been twisted together. It's a technique that's been used in ganutell for hundreds and hundreds of years, but I like to use it outside ganutell also. So I like to use it in jewellery, goldwork, freeform embroidery. You can even knit and weave with some of these threads. And you can get lots of different results dependent upon which yarns and wires you mix. When I use a thicker wire, I get a much more structural and dimensional thread, and when I use fancy threads and yarns like this, again I get a completely different finish. It's a much softer, more textile finish. So it's easy to make. All you need is good quality wire, because you don't want it to go rusty on you. Something to cut your wire. I only use these scissors for wire because they're no good for anything else now. They wouldn't cut paper or anything. Cutting wire does spoil scissors for sure. And also something to twist your wire. And today I'm going to make something like this. Now this is a leaf, but it's a petal when you put several of them together, because they turn into a flower. You just twist it. They are quite solid because of the number of twists in it. It's not going to go far, it's not going to separate, but I have used some clear nail polish here just to secure it. On the occasions when I've not made something with as many twists in, I have also couched it down, so that's a good way to keep it solid as well. And if you use a contrasting colour, you can even use it as some sort of embellishment. So on to the videos now. The first one will show you how I've actually made the thread, and the second will how I made the petal. I do hope you find it interesting. The way that I prepare my thread is by taking one length of thread and one length of wire, and I secure it very tightly at each end. Now this can be done in various ways. It all depends on the strength of the thread, the strength of the wire, how slippy the materials are. So between a mixture of knotting and twisting and tying, I come up with this. I'm just strengthening this by tightening that a little bit. You can see I've tied the knot, but might need a little bit extra, and that is a danger actually. You can see I'm using wire scissors here. If you over twist the wire, it can break. So we'll start again. Let's have a look. It's good that you see this, because if this happens to you, at least you know what you can do. So I'm going to tighten that and twist it. You can see. Not that. Knot it again. Like I say, it all depends on the strength of what you're using, because when you're using two different products and they each have different strength limits, one can give way before the other. But I'll just trust that that's going to be okay. And one of the things that I'll do is when I attach it, at first I won't over tension it, because that is bound to cause a problem for me. What I do now is got my two ends. I'm going to trim one because I don't want it too long. And that'll do. I'll put that in my little bin, and I'm going to put it, put the other end. Sorry, we'll get this, and I'm going to put it in. It's just like a bulldog clip really, but it's got a magnet on. I'm going to attach this to something metal above my desk, and what I like about that is that gives me something to hold on to and some tension. Now there's different ways to do this. Some people even use a drop spindle for it, but I'm not sure I'm up to that one just yet. I need to practice that one. You can use even just a stick, an old knitting needle, and you can twist it like that. But as you can see, that is going to take quite a long time. So my preferred method is this that I made, or half made, and it's an old drill, probably has a proper name, but I don't know what it is. Just detangle it. What have I done? And I've put a screw in there, a circle and some hooks onto it. This will twist it a lot faster for me. I know there's proper tools out there, but I quite like doing things the traditional way. I like to do things using what I've got as well, because I think it makes it more accessible to people when they don't want to have a whole cupboard full of tools, or can't afford a whole cupboard of tools, whichever it, way it works. We can't all have massive stashes of everything. So this is quite a good thing to try without massive complicated equipment. I've put that hook there. I'm not going to over tighten it because I don't want this wire to break. And then I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn the handle, and you can see how fast it's twisting for me. I can get a little bit more tension later on, but this is working really well and really fast for me. We know it's starting to work when it curls up. Look at that. Oh yeah, just about finished. That's it. Nice easy process. I'll disconnect it. Sorry about my hands again. Right, and you can see we've now got a lovely prepared thread. you.